Hello everybody, and welcome to the Super Metroid Randomizer Accessible Tournament. Today we've got Bagel Thief versus JargleBargle. I am familiar with both of these runners actually, and I know they are very good. So I hope you guys are as hype as I am for this match. And now we can see, this is their first match. The second one might be tomorrow, might be another day. I'm hoping to see that one too, because these two are really good runners, and I'm more familiar with Jargle lately, but Bagel has a lot of experience with Super Metroid. And off we go. Bagel gets a little bit of an early start, with Jargle coming on behind, just slightly. Let's see which of them are going to do a moonfall or not going to go for it at all. Looks like Bagel's not going to go for it. And Jargle is going to make his way down the same exact way. And I looked away right before I saw Bagel do that. I think that was pitless, was it, chat? Because either way, that was really good. Ooh, Jargle deciding to hold Angle down to stop his jump a little early. And our first item is High Jump today. That's a very odd starting item. That just means that the ceiling item will be required today, because that will have to be our Morph Ball. And there it is. Let's see what our first miner is going to be today. Or where, for that matter. Power bombs right off the bat. Those are really good, so you can check Billy Mays immediately. Jargle picking up his Morph Ball. I believe that is correct, Bugs. Those four. I can't remember off the top of my head that there's any others. And Bagel getting a short mock ball into the Billy Mays room just for an E-tank. And another E-tank. Well, it was almost vanilla. 2 items as opposed to 2 missiles. Oh, Jargle taking a hit. Yeah, it's best to turn off high jump boots for going into this room, because you can really mess up your jump. Jargle making his way over to get his E-tanks. He's probably really happy to find those. Being very low on health, and those spikes deal so much damage, and our awakening missiles is the X-ray scope. That is not what we're looking for. We have 2 more locations for power bombs B before we have to go check, or for a pack of missiles before we have to go to Brinstar for our next area progression. And it looks like we're gonna check SMRAT or might even go through it. For another pack of power bombs, well that helps. Jargle picking up his X-ray scope. Jargle following the same route as Bagel. Gonna check the power bomb item. Let's see what he decides to do. And Old Mother Brain is another power bomb pack. Jargle turns away. Shame on you, always go the dark route. As Bagel is going to go check. Climb supers, this is not a normal check. Yeah, but we did get 10 power bombs, Commodore, which that's usually what I use to gauge if I should go over there. Yeah, Bagel making a smart decision to kill the Booyons first. They can deal some hefty damage if you get knocked into the acid too many times too. And just a powerbomb pack at Tower Supers. Not many people think to check that early, mostly because you don't have enough to actually get through there. But I would say smart thinking of Bagel, because as they say, information is power. Pretty clean climbs for both of them. And it looks like we're going to be checking the dental plan for the final missiles, as they call them. For a validation, not just your normal validation, not your smoky validation. But that is the J-Ball. It can now get everywhere pretty quickly now. I'm thinking Bagel might go up and do early Gauntlet. Because 15 power bombs, 2 E-tanks, that should be pretty easy for him. While Jargle is gonna head on over to Terminator to pick up his first pack of missiles. You can't check Bomb Teresa to open the door. That's why they haven't gone there. Ooh, Bagel getting the Gauntlet jumps pretty quickly. While Jargle is gonna check the back of Gauntlet to find that it's just a super pack and a Kappa tank. Now, Bagel has to be a little careful, because without suits, acid can deal a lot of damage, but if you conserve your health, you can easily get through these rooms without a problem. And the last item in the back of Gauntlet, or in the front of Gauntlet, is another reverse tank. So I guess this is a good play by Bagel, because he gets to pick up his first pack of supers a little early. And I do believe you are correct, Commodore. We had somebody in chat the other day convert that over for us. was just missiles at the missile item. And yes, I've kind of started to take a liking to the reverse tank, because I mean, it's not your normal name for it, and I'm all for that. Jargle picking up his first supers in the Ron Papoil missiles, and finds another pack of power bombs. He's probably not too happy to find that. Now with Bagel's current loadout, he might go check Bomb Torizo and then head on over to early wreck ship, because I know he knows how to CWJ, but I think it's just been a while. And I'm getting a correction from chat. It is Popil. Yeah, that's my apology. I've been messing up that pronunciation for a while. I wasn't sure if it's Popil, Ron Popil. I've never known it as that. Just early supers. And Bomb Torizo with Speed Booster. That's what we're talking about. Got a fast seed to start off with. Jargle's gonna wish he went back for that. And we got missiles at the Edakun's E-Tank and power bombs at the Super Pack. Looks like Bagel was going to attempt the short charge just for fun. Because you can get through those blocks with just the speed booster and other logics. Yes, Commodore, I'll give you that one for knowing what was on it, and ooh, we got a grapple beam from Jargle in the Edakun's powerbomb pack, I believe. Yes, the tickle beam. And yeah, Commodore was the one who rolled us this lovely seed today. Very interesting. Oh yes, Jargle got the short hop mock ball out of there though. That was really nice. Or did you go for the full hop mock ball? Because I know you can do both at that spot. And now we're on to Big Pink for Jargle. Oh, Jargle is actually running a little low on health. But he'll pick up an E-Tank to fix that matter. So far this has just been a very powerbomb heavy PBC. Oh no, Jargle, you needed those. Which, now that I think about it, we do have logical access to get to wreck ship with either Speed Booster or the grapple beam that Jargle found. But the thing is here, Jargle needs some supers before he can go check what's at Mission Impossible, which is why he went out the other way. Another E-Tank at the charge missile item. And what is at our charge today? Another E-Tank. Ooh, Bagel getting a little low in health, but maybe he will find an E-Tank on the way down to Big Pink without getting hit again. Oh, nice entry into Edakun's for Bagel. Jargle is getting a little unlucky with drops, not getting many super. He probably wishes he had that pack that Bagel found in the back of Gauntlet. And Jargle is on his way to Green Hill Zone. Just before Bagel could get in, though. So we get a little miss of a high five. And Bagel gets his E-Tank, gonna have a little bit more health, and another Powerbomb pack. Now we get to see the checks that Jargle missed. Deciding to use supers to kill the side hoppers, and gains more supers at Mission Impossible. While Jargle goes over the new bridge into the red tower. Let's see where he decides to go from here. And he's going up. Not a bad decision if he plans on getting Bomb Chorizo and Gauntlet out of the way. Because we still have also not seen the Criteria power bombs. And Bagel is going to head into the Wavegate room. With all these missiles, he has enough to get the high jump Wavegate glitch. Just gotta time your shot right above the door and it will hit the door, or hit the gate. And took him a few tries, but he got it. To get his Varia suit, that's pretty interesting. That's gonna give him a little bit of a lead over Jargle, since Jargle didn't have supers for that. Looks like Jargle took out some frustration on the Rippers in this room. Do not blame him, those Rippers get in the way. And now Bagel's gonna go for the Spore Spawn skill. Does work with missiles. Ooh, and he only had one left and he got it. Jargle finally getting up the red tower. Gonna make his way over to check Alpha power bombs now. To get more supers, that's really nice to have. All these supers. That puts him at a total of 20. And Jargle finds 2 reverse tanks at Alpha power bombs. And Bagel's just cleaning up all the checks that Jargle had missed, knowing that he has, or knowing that we know that he has Speed Booster that Jargle does not, so we get to see what is at the Waterway item. Yeah, Bagel's sitting in a cluster of 20, getting a nice short charge though. And gets the Spark first try. Let's see what he gets for his check. Just another pack of missiles. Well, 20 is good for Phantoon, so whenever he goes to fight him, won't have that much of an issue. Can just do the Doppel strat. And Jargle is checking the fake flower item to get yet another E-Tank. Ooh, and Jargle doing this room a little differently. Bagel killing the CAC attacks for some extra supers. Not a bad decision. Due to, I would say maybe not Commodore. Based on where Jargle is, he might end up going down to Red Tower because he's thinking, oh, I can't miss those checks. But he could also be thinking, but I've already been through it, and would it waste more time to go check them and they're nothing? So it really just depends, and we're gonna get an x-ray check by Bagel, since he has grapple as well. And we have another super pack at x-ray, which he's going to opt not to pick it up. I might be tempted, but it is x-ray, so it takes a little while to get out. Yeah, Commodore, that's normally how most people route. I would agree with you on that. I myself would do wreck ship, and then depending on if I have speed or not, I might be tempted to go back for those checks because, you know, now I have enough supers, now I won't end up getting stuck and needing more. But that is a good point. I mean, how's he gonna full clear Meridia if Gravity's in Meridia, which that'd be an illogical seed. Jargle saying his reverse tank. Yeah, I had a feeling you meant wreck ship. That's if it's gonna be a wreck ship again, that's gonna be pretty amusing. Jargle opting to reset, not even gonna go back for the supers. With him sitting at 5, I'm kinda surprised by that play. You do veteran slow? I saw Jay do a master seed, so I could only imagine how much different those two are. And Jargle checks the moat for another E-Tank, which he's gonna promptly decline. And we got missiles at the powerbomb pack in Kraid's area. Looks like Jargle's not gonna check under the sea just yet. Yeah, Swap, I think he's gonna check BT before he heads down Red Tower. Like, I think that's what he's gonna do, but since it's not, fulls, or majors and minors split, he might forget about it. And Bagel's gonna fight Kraid. Let's see if he can get the quick kill, and yes he did. Cleanly done too. And he sees the meme beam, decides he's gonna pick it up. I mean, he hesitated for a minute because it is the Spazer. But I always prefer to get Spazer myself before plat. Just because then I don't have to worry about turning it off. Oh, and Jargle trying to go for that mock ball, but forgot he has a spring ball on, so sometimes it doesn't want you to do a mock ball correctly because you jump. And we've got Fantoon on Jargle's side. With 6 E-Tanks, he shouldn't have a problem. And Bagel finds another super pack at the Kraid E-Tank. And let's see what type of strat Jargle uses on Fantoon. I'm going to have to assume he's going to do some doppel strats if he can manage. Oh, got the first 4 cleanly. Ugh, another slow fast. Or that was a fast, and then looking like a slow again. Bagel checking the Kronk escape item, just at another pack of missiles. Ooh, second cycle, not going well with the Doppelstrat. And Bagel finds yet another E-Tank, and the Smoky Beam at high jump. And Bagel also picked up a super pack. He already has enough for Ridley, so he really doesn't have to worry about his beams now. Ooh, I like that last doppel by Jargle there. It was really nicely done. I thought he was gonna miss it for a minute, but no, he barely got it. I think Fantoon is 2 missiles and a super from death, not completely certain. While Bagel is gonna head on into the Bubble Mountain area after checking Cathedral, and Fantoon is down. Cathedral being vanilla today. Jargle did get a little low on health, 194. Not gonna have enough, or a lot for Wreck Ship E-Tank, so he'll definitely take a save before checking it anyway, though. And Bagel is gonna head on over to Ice. Let's see what's gonna be there. I'm hoping it's gonna be the Nice Beam, just because I don't like doing anything without Ice myself. Oh, he almost got in there without taking a single hit from those guys. He went so quick, and oh my gosh, Commodore, you called it. Gravity at left supers in Wreck Ship. That is not fun. Speaking of supers, Bagel just picked up his at Ice. Well, there's only one thing about your prediction there, Commodore. I know that I'm the only person that really takes the time to go through Forgotten Highway, because it's always forgotten about. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. If you place these long enough, you do start to get a feel for the logic. And I did not catch what Bagel saw at the missiles in the wall. Was it just another pack of missiles? Oh, it was supers? Wow, he's stacked on supers now. And we're going down to say hello to Croc. Seen but didn't pick him up. Noted. Well, they're 35. He's likely to find more. And Croc goes in the hole. And Bagel finds more missiles, which he's going to promptly decline. Maybe? Not sure. Did Jargo take that save? Because it looks like he might be heading straight up to the attic. Or maybe not. And Croc comes back to say hello. In bones, but hello nonetheless. And I think I understand why Jargo would be doing this is because he's trying to conserve his ammo, but other than that, I wouldn't think of any other reason. Super missiles at the Croc PB pack. Pete, when is that? When does he ever have something? Like, see, even Indiana Jones isn't. Oh, and Bagel doing some swaggy spring ball jumps into his plasma beam. Perfectly timed for that. Did I say Croc always has nothing? Because I did actually mean that always bet on Croc. Like, see, look at this. He even gets space jump for his check. Like, do we even need much here? He's just about in go mode, just has to go get his gravity suit from right ship. And then just waiting on ammo to come out. Meanwhile, Dargle is gonna probably pick up that E-tank. Not a bad decision. Because now he's at 7, so if he plans to do stand-up glitch, he can. If he knows it, that is. Not sure what Bargle is grinding for. Supers? For what reason? I'm curious. Oh, maybe he's gonna go do high jump plus lava dive. Or, well, high jump lava dive. Yeah, I know Bagel knows high jump plus lava dive. Or high jump lava dive. Why do I keep saying high jump plus? Well, Jargle is gonna check the wreck ship item for just a pack of missiles. Well, if you don't know the logic, Commodore, you might not know that gravity can't be in Lower Norfair, nor can space jump. But by getting space jump, he knows that he should have access to it by now, and might go back and get it. Know that he might know already that's in wreck ship, or Meridian, or yeah, in wreck ship at this point, or somewhere in Bubble Mountain itself, due to having very already. But with having high jump, I would go for the lava dive just because I do know it. And we're gonna get a check on missiles in the sky, and it is missiles in the sky. While Bagel gets off a clean lava dive with only losing 2 E-tanks. And we go down to Lower Norfair. Raider Maze Missiles? I don't think I've heard that name before. I usually just call it, actually, I know what you mean. I like that name better than, Missiles in the Land. So I might steal that, Smokey. And looks like we're going bowling. And Bagel finds bombs. Not a bad pickup if he didn't already have 25 power bombs. And Bagel decides to fight GT. Probably took a save at the top of Red Tower. Not Red Tower, the Lower Norfair elevator, so that's what it looks like he's doing. And more missiles. I mean, I'd be looking for ice too, because it's my favorite beam. Just because I hate iceless terrain. And supers at ocean missiles. I'm not actually sure about the Commodore. I think he's just a little out of practice for some of the sparks he's been trying. So he might know that one. Let's see where Jargle takes his wreck ship or his gravity finding now. Will he clean up criteria or go to where there's more checks? And missiles at the Mickey Mouse missiles. How original. And looking like Jargle is gonna head to Kraid. Bagel making his way through the amphitheater with 1 E-tank and 39 health. That's a little bit. Jargle is going to make his check towards X-Ray, which we all know are supers. He might opt to pick them up, being that he's only at 15. And Bagel is gonna check fire fleas before he goes down, finding yet another missile, which he's going to skip again. And Jargle opts to pick them up. Puts him at a comfy 20 for now. Yeah, an E-tank would be nice to replenish all that health quicker, that way you don't have to sit there grinding for 6 hours. Obviously the grind time's more like 5 minutes if anything. Come on, Vernon, you know you won't take that long during your race. Powerbomb's a shame having more supers. Yes, we are, Strutlog. We were hoping to turn that into a quad if we have a restreamer available for that, because that's going to be an interesting match. Oh, and Bagel going for a mid-air spark to get through the Holtz room. While Jargo's gonna make his way over to the Kraid, doing the high jump strats even though he has high jump. I've done that a few times too. Looking like Jargo's ready to face the dragon today. Or is it a space pelican? Oh no, space pelican sounds funnier, so we should go with that one. Ooh, getting at least 6 to 7 supers right off the bat. And we got simultaneous bosses on this one. One at Ridley, one at Kraid. Let's see if Jargle can get the quick kill today. Oh, he barely missed it. That was a really good attempt for Jargle. Oh, and Ridley gonna go for a pogo, and oh, well, that was weird. I was about to say, Ridley should have been dead. And we have simultaneous boss kills. And Bagel's gonna opt to check the item. And it's Charge Beam. That's the meanest location for that, but that just means Bagel is now also in go. Jargle picking up his Sephi Beam though. Bagel's now having killed the Space Pelican he has to now get through the Desgigas, and oh, he does a nice speed ball to get through the blocks, saving power bombs if he didn't have bombs. That is a 3-tap last I checked, maybe a stutter 3. I just know it's one of them, and it's a short charge that you don't have to do, and just looks swag if you have no reason to do it. And Jargle is going into Meridia. Uh-oh. Let's hope he finds ice at least so he can go kill the dragon. Or Dragon. You know, I hope Dragon does. I did not catch what item was at Crab Supers. It looked like something Jargle wants. Or not. Could not tell. Looks like Jargle might be going to go to Mama Turtle. And it looks like Bagel's done checking items now. Not a bad decision. Oh hey, look, more power bombs. Now he's at 30. And the Mama Turtle item is more missiles. And Bagel gets a nice mock ball out of Lower Norfair Escape. Going to check Wave real quick. Get himself another pack of supers. And another pack of supers, which he's gonna opt to leave there. Looks like Bagel might be looking for ice or something. Oh wait, no, he's looking for gravity, that's right. Which is why he didn't check any of the items in Lower Norfair, because he still needs his gravity. Gravity, that's weird. And we got dual E-Tinks. One ops to skip, the other ops to take. Now Bagel has enough to do his stand-up glitch, which I do know he knows. And double missiles at the watering hole. Just missiles at the front item in Norfair Reserve. Power bombs and one more E-Tank at Lower Norfair Reserve missiles. That's... what are we at now? Like 12, I think? So 2 more? Bagel checking the bottom right Bubble Mountain item for ice or gravity. Only seeing some supers, so he's gonna leave those behind. Now let's see what Bagel decides to do. Is he gonna go look for gravity, or might he just do Suitless Meridia? Or, well, he doesn't have ice, so he might not want to do that. I'm sure Bagel may know it. And I did not catch what was that right sand pit. Looked like it was just some miners. Wasn't completely certain. Double missiles? Alright, thank you, Smokey. And I mean, you can do some of Suitless without ice, with springbill jumping. Just do a double springbill jump. And a missile and a power bomb pack at the left side sand pit. Interesting. I wonder where Dirk was headed now. Meanwhile, Bagel is gonna be checking the Alpha Power Bombs items. Well, yeah, I'd be a tip of it, so I don't think that'd be worth doing. You're not wrong. And it looks like we get a Shack tool check today. Bagel seeing both his reverse tanks that he's not even gonna pick up. Shack tool with ice, really? I would hate that, because I always love doing the ice button. Or ice clip. It's one of my favorite ones. Bagel checking his fake flower for his E-Tank. Now let's see what Jargo does to Shack Tool today. I do not blame you, Pete. I would be itching to hit the button too, because not many people want to check it too. And Shaq just has supers, which Jargle will opt to take because he does not have Charge Beam yet. And looking like Bagel's gonna head to the ship to save. Or just refill on ammo, one of the two. And going to check top right criteria power bombs before doing so. Not a bad decision. And Jargle saves the Shaq tool today. Another pack of supers at criteria power bombs. And Bagel is not going to refill his ammo, he's just gonna head straight direction. Yeah, Bagel's a little low on health right now. These crabs dealing like, what, 60 damage? Or do they one-shot? Oh, and he thinks ahead and does a crystal flash. Meanwhile, Bagel is now entering the wreck ship. And it looks like Jargle might do some hell runs real quick. Or is going to save. Oh, he hasn't been here yet, that's right. That's Bagel we're talking about, and... Aw, man, Bagel, what are you doing? And he gets the... he gets the red ship's speedball for saving a bomb, which he didn't need to do. But points for swag there. And now Jargle has Smokey validated his run. Cheese and chat. Varia was in Wavegate. And Jargle only had 5 supers going down there and didn't get lucky with drops. So he ended up having to bait. And Bagel is going to pick up his gravity suit, which will now put him in go mode, so he'll probably rush Drake on now. Looking like Jargo's gonna head straight to Green Burnstar as his first checks. Still not able to check Waterway, so I'm not sure if that's the play he wants to really make. And Bagel gets reverse Ocean Fly. think Bagel thinks he's a little ahead right now. He might feel behind because of where that groundie was, maybe. But he doesn't know his opponent, Miss Varia, which it's Jargle's gonna find almost immediately. Oh, hey, he's actually gonna use his wave beam instead of doing a wave gate glitch. And he finds his Varia suit. Now he just needs to find ice or speed. Yeah, they probably do feel behind, like both of them for different reasons, but the same suit, but for suits and like, oh man, did my opponent just find this almost instantly? I must be super behind. But it's kind of intriguing to know that they both missed the opposite suits. One being that they just didn't go there yet, the other being that they had other checks to do. There was no point in wasting time grinding for a super when you could easily just go check the more accessible ones that you can get right now. Well, Commodore, ice could also be at Speedway. Or, Aqueduct. Oh yeah, we do have ice, or charge plasma, and x-ray, so we do get some microwaving done today. Yeah, both are speed blocked. Ooh, that looked like a stutter 3-tap, I think. Either go back to BT or do Crystal Flash Clip, which I'm certain he hasn't completely learned it yet. You can yard climb up to the aqueduct. Oh yeah, snail clip. And Bago's gonna make quick work of the Colosseum due to having space jump. And now we're going for a long run, looking for a speed that's not. Screw attack was at Botwoon. I didn't catch it. He kinda just ran right by it. No pun intended. And we have one baked shrimp today. Or is it fried? I'm not sure which. JargleBargle checking on the last few areas of Upper Norfair. Gonna go ahead and get a bunch of supers while he's up here anyway. I don't believe Bagel checked jail nor the missiles in the wall item. I'm not sure about what. Darker picking up his 50th super. He should be pretty good on supers now. Gonna fight Ridley and be like, well, that's my charge beam. Where's speed at? While Bagel, saving the ship, has defeated Fantoon. Or Drago, not Fantoon. He's gonna make his way over to Turian. Sadly, no Dark Beam for him today, so he's gonna have to powerbomb all of the Metroids today. Jargle managing to do a very nice gravity jump to get up here. And opting to save. I'm not sure why he went back to the Ridley mouth, but meanwhile, Bagel is on to the 4th Metroid room? Is that the number? If I remember correctly. I always forget if there's 3 or 4 Metroid rooms. I mean, technically 5, counting baby, but eh. Looks like Jargo's gonna see what's at GT. Looks like he might just skip it as well. And that was a really quick green gate glitch for Jargle. And Smokey with the knowledge bomb. There are 4 Metroids in the first room, 2 Metroids in the second, 3 in the third, 4 in the 3 in the fourth. And there's 9 Rinkas in the third room? I didn't even know there was Rinkas in those. And Bagel gets grabbed by Baby and does a Crystal Flash to replenish all his. Since he has charged Plasma, it's almost a full beam, but will deal enough damage to where it's not going to be that big of an issue. That's where the 13th E-Tank was, a GT missile. I didn't catch that last time. Looking like we're gonna go for just kill all the Zebs, as opposed to going for a speed skip or anything. Jargle might have to be careful, or he might just skip this. Ooh, and Bagel going for my normal strat to destroy the glass is by standing inside of it. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a little while. He keeps standing and just, he's always just a little off of the god pixel to shoot straight up and hit GT. So he has to farm a little bit of... And MB2, start of MB2. We need to get 30 shots off, I believe. Well, without ice, I think it's 25, actually. Yeah, that is pretty amusing, isn't it, Smokey? Correction, 24 without ice, thanks to Smokey for correcting me. Yeah, I don't normally see the metal ball swarm, and that one's a rare one for me, too. Oh no, Germ taking it down. Thankfully he saved Norfair Elevator, so you can just go back down. And we're on to the third phase of Mother Brain. After the baby takes the hypermoon from her and gives it to us, we'll get to see how many hits Bagel can get on Mother Brain before having to stop shooting without soft locking. Because last I checked, he did not save any of the save stations, so if he soft locks here, he's in trouble. Some of the things you gotta look out for is the baby can get caught in Mother Brain's leg as well as in this. And if you're charging your beam in the middle of or you're shooting your beam, charging the beam to try and damage Mother Brain, it will cause the game to freeze. I think that one's possibly... I'm not so certain, Commodore. I didn't see the save icon up here. And let's see how many shots he gets on. Deciding not to be a little risky with it. "11 shots after doing stand-up glitch. That was nicely done by Bagel Thief. Now on to the... And Jargle checks Mickey Mouse missiles. Let's see if you can try not to fall without having space jump. And did Bagel do a blue bomber? I didn't quite catch what he did to get through that room. Oh, he does a... And he did a perfect beam spark. That was really well done by Bagel. Just a spark? That's what I thought. Now he's probably gonna kill the animals, save the frame. Yeah, you gotta really watch out for these pirates. Even if you have a full suit, it really hurts. And Bagel Thief has finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 36 seconds. GG to Bagel. That was a really nicely done run. Meanwhile, Jargle is making his way down to Ridley now. And all he would have left is Dragon, so he has maybe 20 minutes left, maybe less, depending on how good his movement ends up being. Welcome back, Lady Smell. Oh yeah, that is correct, Commodore. He does need to find his speed. I do believe there's not at the moment. I believe Chi set up the room for them. So I believe they were running it offline. And yes, we do, Commodore. Bagel was mad about picking X-ray. I mean, he got to use his microwave beam, so that was really good to see. I'm thinking my dark beam is on Dragon, if anything. Maybe Plasma. Super Missile Pink Meridia. Which one is that? Oh wait, Pink Meridia, that's Aqueduct. Oh hey, that's what I call it, so there could also be an Aqueduct.
Hello.
And we got Bagel Thief in here. GG.
Thank you very much. Sorry, a bit quiet. Let me just turn you up.
All
Say
right.
something again? Yeah, I can hear you fine now. Oh, thank you for the GG.
That was an impressive run. Your movement was really flawless.
I wouldn't say flawless, but I appreciate the compliment. There were plenty of movement mistakes there, but that's something I've been focusing on more than learning new strats. Quite a few things that I still don't know. Apparently I'm kind of loud. There we go. Hopefully that solves that issue. Yeah, a few strats I still need to learn, but I've been focusing more on movements to see that as being more important at this stage for me.
That I can agree with. You can know a lot of tech, but in this, you really gotta focus on movement because you're more so looking to get every item as opposed to doing all the tricks to get said item.
Yeah. I know a fair amount of the tricks as it is. I mean, you saw me do a few of them in the run. There's some really advanced ones that I don't know. Like I don't know a stutter 3-tap. I don't know how to do that. So that would have helped get me Zeb skip. We're missing ice. But all in all, I had the supers to just pound through them. So it wouldn't have really helped me much.
Well, that's a good thing to note. That specific Zeb skip can be done with actually a 3-tap. Does not have to be a stutter.
I don't even know a 3-tap. And 2's about my limit. Just watching Jargle about to get charged.
That's one of my worst locations to charge. It seems to be a constant in the SMRAT seats, though.
Yes, I've had a few of them in there. That's why I decided to do Lower Norfair early. It was a bit nerve-wracking, but we got there. The Ridley fight went really smooth. He was very well behaved.
Yeah, that end pogo really did him in. I was like, wow, he actually decided to pogo?
I like that one.
So I like that emote. Smoky.
Bonk door, it's called.
Bomb door. So, what route did Jargle take?
Just about the same route as yours, except for the point where he went up the wreck ship first, getting gravity. But he also did not check BT for speed, which is what he's missing.
Oh, he's missing speed.
Yeah, he went back and got Varia because he only had 5 supers going into Pink Brinstar, so he didn't do any checks in there. But when he went back to go get it, he bailed and went straight to Lower North. So he still doesn't have speed.
I thought he might have checked that after, because there was hardly any missiles at the start. I thought once he's gone to Terminator, I didn't think he'd go through Gauntlet, but I thought once he got to Terminator, he'd go back and maybe go back and check it. But maybe thinking about it, it's not all that worth it. Just for one item to go all the way back there. I mean, what are the odds it's going to be speed, right?
Yeah, he checked the back of Gauntlet and then just continued on instead of going back to do early Gauntlet wall jumps.
I wonder how much closer it'd be if he had speed.
I don't know, he's only a few minutes out, like he just killed Ridley. So maybe in 10 to 12 minutes if his movement's good. That might be a little too low. Granted, because he has to get all the way up to find speed.
Yeah.
So, any thoughts about the siege you have?
No, it worked out really well for me. I mean, I've been some of the practices I've been doing pretty much tells me to avoid wreck ship early. I mean, I've been doing wreck ship early because I've got the tech to go all the way through it. I'm finding nothing there, and I've finally came to the conclusion that hardly anything's going to be worth it at wreck ship, so don't go there early. And gravity was there, so I paid the price for that one.
Yeah, but see, if you had ice, you could have probably done Suitless Meridia, right?
I can do, but even in a full randomizer seed, I'm not terrifically good at Suitless Meridia, so it would be faster for me to go everywhere and find gravity before attempting it, especially with gravity being in such limited spots. I mean, it can't be at Meridia, it can't be at in Lower Norfair, and things like that. So I've got by the time I'm hunting for one more suit, I've got a rough idea of where it can be. So
Yeah, and since we're doing very accessible settings, you can't have gravity where, say, you can do a lava dive, which you ended up doing. He did a gravity jump, but I know he also can do a high jump lava dive.
yeah, he doesn't have space jump. I can't remember where space jump was.
That was at the cosine room. He did not check Croc at all.
Cosine room?
Cosine sign, I forget which one, but that's the Croc missiles, I believe.
Oh,
right-
right, Croc.
Yeah, right
Croc
before
missiles.
Indiana Jones missiles.
Yeah, I remember now.
Oh, it's not my. Oh, I get it.
So he hasn't even bet on Crocs, eh? Oh, shame.
Yeah, I was over there mentioning it, yeah, so he doesn't have plasma either.
Yeah, probably.
I always bet on Croc Z. But he actually didn't have that many supers because he didn't go through Gauntlet, so you had a little bit of an advantage on him there.
Yeah, I tend to pick up any and all supers that I see until I find charge, because in full randos, it's just not where. 9 times out of 10, it's not worth you searching for charge. It's just not.
Yeah, with the fact it's also a 3-3-1 ammo distribution for missiles and supers a little over it, you seem to get a lot of supers anyway.
Yeah, it's not even. Some of them aren't 3-3-1. I mean, a practice seed I got the other day, it had a ratio of 8-9-1. There was 4 power bomb packs, and the rest were pretty much even on supers and missiles, which was insane.
Yeah, I think that's because it goes by approximates. Like, we didn't set it to do exactly 3-3-1.
Yeah. But ridiculous.
I know, I bet you were so annoyed at all the power bombs you kept picking up.
Yes. The only thing I really disliked about the whole siege was picking up X-ray. I can't stand X-ray, and I will avoid it at all costs. And the item where it was, that's one of those items I don't really look at. I just collect. It's one of the very few I will just collect no matter what it is, because it's never X-ray, and I got caught with it, and I had to seriously consider resetting the whole game just to avoid it, because I hate it that much. Because you'll see a lot of the times with my movement is hindered greatly because I hold run all the time, and I don't use item cancel as a general habit. I just cycle through the items, so my runs were just always cancelled by X-ray.
Yeah,
So
I can get behind that. That makes a lot of sense. X-ray has its one use being microwave, which you ended up having.
yeah, that made up for the stopping of speed that I got, but yeah, I'd still prefer not to have it. I'd prefer not to have that and not microwave them. That's how much I hate it.
I mean, I prefer the speed booster kill anyway.
Yeah, but it's a lot trickier than microwave.
I mean, you get reverse half-E, but it takes a little extra hits to get it in.
Mhm. Interesting that Jargle's gone for Croc now. I don't see the point of this unless he's desperately searching for ice. I mean, I know he's going to get plasma here, and it's a great thing for him, but I disagree, and I think I've just gone straight to Meridia, considering he can just complete it.
If he gets speed or ice, yeah.
Oh, he
He's
doesn't
already
have
dipped
speed.
it.
I keep on forgetting.
Yeah, he already dipped everything. But I think he went
Oh,
down
and
to
he
Liberty
has
to
to
go ahead
get
and get out of the way.
speed.
Yeah, because Ice was at Aqueduct, actually, so...
Oh god, yeah, he has to get speed.
And I know for a fact he doesn't know Snail Clip either, so... That really limits it down to him having to find his speed there.
Oh god, he's gonna hate this speed. This seed once he finds out where that is.
He's gonna hate both of them.
So yeah, I take that back. I wasn't really thinking. It was a good thing to go to Croc.
It is like awful music.
Yeah, in my defense, I have been awake for 19 and a half hours, so I was tired.
Yeah, apparently you both have been up for a little while.
Yes.
So I'm assuming you guys might not want another match.
If we got time, let's see whether Jargle's down for it. Let's see how long it takes him to complete this seed. Going for Green Gate Glitch.
That would also be up to our restreamer if he's up for staying up another hour. Because I don't think we have anybody else who could possibly take over at the moment.
Well, is there any other? When's the next match due to be streamed?
Well, then, we're not really focusing on restreaming them, we're just doing what we can, but the next one's gonna be at 8. So in
That's
like
in 25
30
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, just about.
Oh, this is painful.
Oh, is he actually gonna go for this? Oh man, he didn't pick up bombs either.
I was tempted to peace out at bombs, but the possibility of charge being in Golden Rizzo's room like made me go in there, and I knew once I found nothing in there, I was backtracking to the save.
Yeah, Jargle tried to kill BT, didn't have enough supers for it, so ended up having to reset. He did save just the same spot as you did.
Oh yeah, he'll go back.
Commodore, I do believe he did see both items. Oh no, he checked the missile too, or that one too. He shot straight up to check that. I did see that him do that.
Yeah, that's a good point, Commodore. Who knows, maybe he really wanted the bombs he collected and didn't want to have to do a green game glitch again.
Yeah, he actually got the first gate glitch down there, second try.
Nice. Nice first time mock ball too. Just don't fall here. I don't think there was anything at ice, was there? I think it might have been a super missile if memory serves.
That should be correct.
Fair enough. I was wrong.
That is a good point, Commodore. Speed could not have been back here.
Sadly, there is a plethora of items that could be in Meridia. Has he been to Meridia at all yet?
He's full cleared it as much as he can. He went to Shack.
Oh wow, he's already been to Shack.
Yeah, since he had gravity pretty early on, after coming over and killing Kraid, he went and did that first. Checked both sand pits and then came down here. Oh, I think he's gonna go straight to BT then.
It's got to be one of the last items left to check, surely.
Aside from Spospo missiles and Mission Impossible. Those are the only two locations he skipped. Oh well, and Waterway, but that camp speed, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're down to 3 items for him now. Oh, he did do Mission Impossible already? Well, then I stand corrected. Thank you for keeping me on my toes there, Commodore.
I'm not familiar with. Well, I'm obviously familiar with the location, but what's Mission Impossible?
It's the super missile block that you have to shoot, and then you come in from the ceiling down onto the item. That's in Big Pink.
I see. But yeah, the one I almost got back up out of.
Yeah, that was a nice quick fall, but you didn't get the second part of.
Yeah, maybe I need to do a higher jump before doing the quick drop, so I'm traveling down a bit faster.
That might do it.
Yeah, I thought he might go up here first.
Yeah, I think to note, Jargle is actually really new to Super Metroid, learning tricks and whatnot, but he's picked up a lot in the past few weeks that he started learning.
Like half the battles just knowing the game, knowing where items are. He seems to have a hell of a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, it's mainly because Jay and I, the ones who organize the tournament, he's been working with us with learning new tricks and whatnot, learning new things from Jay, mainly because Jay does a lot more than me. But the only thing me and Jay both don't do is stand-up glitch, so he probably won't learn that one.
I'm gonna shut my stream down for a moment.
And Jargle is picking up his speed. He's probably super amused and super annoyed at that item location now.
I'm surprised that Chozo just didn't get supered.
I am too. I was expecting something at least. Oh, he's gonna try and do the double. I told him the double wall jump exists, but it's not that hard of a trick if you don't know what you're doing. Or it is a hard trick when you don't know how to get the exact timing with the second wall jump.
I agree, Caradora. High jump boots and Alcatraz is a pain. I especially struggle to get up to Gauntlet with high jump boots. I really suck at that.
Yeah, I prefer high jumpless as well. Yeah, Lady Smell, those are my worst rooms for Sitless Meridia 2, so I know how you feel.
Yeah, the only way I know how to get out of them, because I cannot do a grapple jump at all, is to get a crystal flash and get caught by Dragon to store a spark suit, and then I can springboard jump out. And that's just a pain to set up.
Yeah, that grapple jump's not that easy of a trick.
I just can't do it. It's one of those things I've firmly vowed to just give up on learning.
from the looks of
Correct.
it, Jargle has forfeit the race, but I think he's gonna finish the seat at least.
So bring up the SRL chat. Here's a question. Does Jargle know the microwave strat?
Yes, he does. That's one of I think that's his favorite way to kill Dragon, just because.
It's everyone's favourite way to kill Dracon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, super
Would you like to
safe.
one-shot a difficult boss? Yes, I would.
I don't know. I think the more difficult boss is Botwoon. It's so satisfying to microwave Botwoon, one of my
Yeah.
worst bosses, even though it takes 10 supers to kill.
Botwoon isn't too bad once you're used to it. The worst, the thing I'd like to use microwave on the best is Fantoon. Cause screw that guy.
Yeah, Fantoon's my worst, and it's only because I've messed up the Doppel strat too many times to actually get it consistent anymore, but he deserves to be microwaved.
Yes. No, you've got microwave. No.
I guess he's just gonna super him to death. I mean, it's good practice, sure.
That's it. He's down. Wow, he really wants to super him to death. Jargle saying we move on to the second race. Yeah, I'll be down for a second race.
Alright, Swamp, if you're in chat, what do you think? You think, you want to do another round? Or are you gonna have to go?
Alright, I'm going to leave the voice chat while this gets set up.
Alright, good luck to you, and hope the next one's a good seed.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye.